It's been a year of upheaval for businesses operating on both sides of the Singapore-Malaysia Causeway. Even as both sides work to reopen borders, business as usual may be a thing of the past. Afifa Arifin reports.
It's been far from business as usual for Singaporean Kolish Shamsi. For a year now, he's had to switch up the way he runs his courier service company, ferrying goods between Singapore and Malaysia. Since Malaysia imposed a lockdown in March last year, he's been managing his team remotely. And he's had to beef up manpower to meet surging demand, with travel restrictions fueling the need for personal items to be transported across the causeway. He's also had to embrace new delivery models like contactless delivery. With regulations in flux and no clear indication yet as to when borders will reopen, Mr. Kolish says it's important that businesses with a stake on both sides of the causeway remain adaptable. That's how he's survived so far, and that's how he plans to continue running his company amid lingering uncertainty.
This new norm is going to be, it's going to stay, I feel. And adapting to new changes every now and then is something that we have been doing also. All companies, they need to adapt to the new changes that the government is implementing. There is no one straight solutions to everything. Even if they set the requirement, the company requirement at certain things, it may change, maybe in the next 1 or 2 months.
But he's optimistic that things will stabilize soon, as both Singapore and Malaysia press on with their vaccination drives. More reasons for hope. Singapore has begun vaccinating selected truck drivers, and the Johor government has said it will prioritize vaccinations for some 100,000 Malaysians working in Singapore. Observers say while these are promising steps towards the reopening of borders between Singapore and Malaysia, the two neighbours will continue to tread cautiously.
I certainly understand that businesses need to operate and need to have economic activity going, and that would involve opening of the borders. But I think there has to be balance with the risk to public health. But I think much will depend on the number of COVID-19 cases. Much will depend on whether the cases are decreasing and kept under control.
Still, the commitment is there. Singapore and Malaysia this week reiterated that they are working towards recognizing each other's COVID-19 vaccine certificates. The reciprocal green lane, which allows travel for official or business reasons, might also resume in May. And travel across the causeway on compassionate grounds will be allowed in the coming months. So, there's much for businesses to be optimistic about. Afifa Arifin, CNA.